get the Gordy, you get the cinnamon, you get the sweet, and then you just get that, like that bourbon just punch.
Welcome to another episode. I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm John.
And today we're in Silverado, California in Orange County for the 8th annual Brew Craft Beer Festival.
There's actually going to be over 80 breweries and over 250 beers that we're going to be trying to taste today and let you guys know how good these breweries actually are bringing it. Are you guys ready for this?
Let's have some beer.
Alright, so today the first beer that I have actually is from Tustin Brewery. It's an Oktoberfest. It's a 5.5%. What I'm going to be expecting from this beer is actually going to be a nice malty caramel taste. So let's see what I got. A little dry, a little hoppy. Got some nice malts going on there. Munich malts is what makes the Oktoberfest. Definitely kind of makes me wish I was in Germany right now. But Orange County will do.
All right, guys, my first beer up today is gonna be from Paparazzi Brewing in Anaheim, and this is their Mead Books Java Jive. 7.18%. Going to the dark side on this one, guys. They make this with Puerto Rican coffee, and you know everyone suffering in Hurricane Harvey and Irma and Maria. We're pouring one out for you guys. Cheers. Not a lot of head on this one, but it's still tasty. You get good, nice, dark, rich malt flavor, and then that nice little kick of coffee at the end. Good way to start off the day, and a good way to get my buzz going.
Well, guys, I have another beer from our neighbors at Paparazzi. This one's called SoCal Sunset. It's a dry hopped red ale. It's dry hopped with Citra. Big fan of Citra, love red ales. I saw it and immediately thought of John because he loves his red ales. I want to give it a shot and tell you guys how it tastes, so here we go. Cheers. Oh man. John, you're gonna want to go get one. Yeah. All right. So, to be honest with you, the dry hop Citra, I'm always thinking whenever someone uses Citra in a beer, I'm gonna get just pure citrus notes, like orange or lemon. This one, straight up, apricot. Tastes like just rich, ripe apricot. Maybe even a little bit of plum, which is surprising because that's a darker fruit. But overall, it's got a fantastic aroma. The flavor's rich in the malts. You know, we haven't had a ton of beers from Paparazzi, but this one in particular, I really enjoy.
All right, guys, so next up, I have Last One Standing. It's a session IPA, 4.6% from Rip Brewing in Huntington Beach. Now, Citra, Mosaic, all those they throw into this, and looks clear, clean, and delicious. Cheers, guys. Ooh. Right off the nose, you get a little citrus in it, a little citrus, a little tang, and now tasting it, crisp, clean, that good little session IPA, little hoppy, then it finishes out clean, just the way I like my sessions. Good way to start the day. I have here a tropical ale from Black Plague Brewing in Oceanside, California. Don't know much of the specifics beyond that, but I can tell you, it smells pretty delicious. It smells like passion fruit, so let's do this, guys. Cheers. Not a lot of hops, good amount of malts, finishes clean, and then you get that wave of passion fruit flavor all over your tongue. It is delicious. I mean, if you love tropical fruits, and I'm a big passion fruit flavor guy, this is my jam, right? All day, every day. Well done, guys.
The next beer for me is from Black Plague Brewing as well. It's an unfiltered pale ale. I've heard quite a bit about these guys through social media. They are becoming extremely popular, so I feel really honored to try one of their beers. Here we go. Cheers. On the nose, you're getting such sweetness, like honey, breadcrumbs, it's toasty, it's toffee. You know, it's extremely rich. You're not getting any hoppiness, it's all malt. And then when you dig in, I'm actually getting a lagerish kind of flavor out of it. However, it's like a hoppy lager flavor. The hoppiness is there, it's bitter. It's not your typical tropical fruity beer. This is just a nice hoppy pale beer. It's good.
All right, so what I got here is actually called Compass. It's a hopped bright ale from Docent Brewing. It's a 4.6. Let me check this out. Very piney, low on the sweet end. I just get a lot of pine. It's not very bitter, which is what I would expect from an ale, but definitely like just a piney but yet crisp and light taste.
All right, guys, so Justin and I have a very special beer here. It's from Booze Brothers Brewing. It's called 1-800-Tropics. Now, I've seen this beer all over Instagram. They just recently canned it. It's 6.7%. I was worried I wouldn't get to try it, but luckily here at Brew Haha, you never know what you're gonna get. Let's try it out, man. Cheers.
So you guys can tell right now, looking at it, it is hazy as hell. It is everything you would expect from a hazy IPA. You get the tropical flavor, that papaya, passion fruit, mango-y flavor, and it is delicious.
1-800-Tropics is a very appropriate name for this. I mean, it definitely smells like just tropical fruit basket. The body itself, actually, surprisingly, is very mellow on the malt body. You're definitely getting that smooth, silky mouthfeel from the, I'm guessing the lactose or whatever they used in this, the oats. But the malts are very mellow, they're kind of on the back end, and then you also get a nice hop bitterness out of it.
Yeah, bitterness, but it's also rather smooth, so it's very intriguing, a very well done beer, and you know, Booze Brothers, they must be on a mission from God because they're doing some damn good beer. All right, guys, so we love Docent here. We haven't been there yet, but we're going to go there soon, and this is another one of their fine beers. This is Coffee Tonic. It's 6.25%, and it's a nice looking coffee stout. Guys, you know how I love going to the dark side. Cheers. Guys, first the smell. When you smell it, when you dig your nose into it, it smells like just a fresh pot of coffee. It is so bright, so vibrant. I'm awake now just smelling it and tasting it. The taste is there. It's a little sweet, not really bitter. You get those good roasted malts, and the coffee flavor just envelops you. It is just like drinking coffee beer. That is the perfect way to describe it, and it's probably one of the best coffee beers that I've had.
So another one from Docent Brewing. This one's called Rabbit Habit. It's a double IPA. This beer is 8.1%. You know we love Docent. We've had their beers at a couple festivals now. This one is one I haven't tried, so let's give it a shot. Cheers. Okay, so bright berry and citrus on the nose. It's got a fantastic aroma. It just smells like spring. When you dig in, this thing has got potent malts. I mean, it is thick. These are really thick malts. It almost reminds me of like the texture of a Belgian double. Not as strong, but definitely that kind of texture. The hop flavors are solid throughout. I still have it on my tongue. It's pleasant. I actually really like this a lot.
All right, so my next beer is actually from Artifacts Brewing. And if you actually remember the episode of Artifacts Brewery when Justin and Jeff actually reviewed this beer, which is Unicorn Juice. It's a 5% American wheat with passion fruit. Very interested in seeing what this tastes like. Delicious. So I do like my wheat beers. You know, I enjoy like Shock Top and such. This has a different spin to it. I'm not really tasting too much of the passion fruit in this. Not sure what's going on, but definitely has a slight sweet taste, but with that wheat beer taste as well. So I enjoy it. Thank you.
From Craft Cascade, I'm sure you remember him. And today the three of us are going to be reviewing the Juice is Out There. It's from Noble. It's an 8.1% double IPA. This is their upcoming can release. Super stoked to try this out. You guys ready?
Yeah. Cheers, gentlemen. Cheers.
Hey!
Hey! This looks like orange juice and it tastes even better. You get full of tropical flavor. I don't know what has more tropical flavor, 1-800-Tropics or this? What do you think, Jeff?
I think this at 8.1%, you're getting more flavor out of it, obviously. What I will say is the aroma isn't overdone.
Yeah.
It's not just like a juice bomb aroma. This smells like a very juicy, tropical, New England style IPA. The body, you want to talk about the body?
Yeah, I mean, it has a pretty much standard normal hazy IPA. By now, I feel like they've established themselves on what they could do with hazy, and this is pretty much another one in their repertoire. It's not the best I've had from them, but it is absolutely solid.
That being said, still, if you're looking for a hazy beer, Noble's the place you want to be going.
Oh yeah. This is the Breweries, so happens it's Tuesday with coffee, or AKA shit with coffee.
That's what it means.
That's what it means. So, let's get in here. I'm excited to make you guys try something that has no, like, almost minimal amount of hops, barrel aged, above 10%, and meant to get you drunk.
See, this is the trick. He thinks he's making us. This is what I want. Cheers, man.
All right.
Cheers to you guys. So I'm a bourbon drinker, guys.
Good.
This is 14.6%, dark, rich deliciousness. Guys, when you think of the brewery, you're thinking these high-end barrel-aged beers, and this doesn't disappoint. You get that good alcohol punch in the back of your throat, and it just is so smooth. Well done.
This has that nice thick mouthfeel. The coffee comes through. It's really dark, like bitter chocolate. The big thing about it is, yeah, I took a larger gulp than I anticipated in that mouthfeel. Yeah, like it's thick and it's kind of boozy. It is their sessionable barrel-aged stout because Black Tuesday comes in at about 19 to 20%. So 13 to 14% is sessionable in terms of brewery. And this is something that, yeah, I mean, they give you this is a pretty decent pour for something that strong of alcohol at a beer fest where you're drinking multiple of everything.
That's what I was gonna say. This is not the kind of beer you want to chug at a beer fest.
Yeah, no, they didn't give you like 2 ounces. They gave us easily 3 to 4 ounces of it.
I'm gonna be partying later on, but this is something you want in a snifter, sitting back by the fire, relaxing and just sipping on this all night long.
Although I did notice this year of OSheas Brewing, they do have cigar pairings, or like cigars.
Yeah.
So this would be one of the ones you would go to have a cigar with.
Well,
it just has that tobacco-y kind of.
Oh yeah.
Well guys, I'm trying a beer from the brewery as well. This is called Horchata. It's a blonde ale with lactose, vanilla, rice, and cinnamon. To be honest, I haven't been a huge fan of all the big ABV beers that the brewery has. However, this is at 7.1%. I think it's doable, and I do love horchata. So let's give it a shot, see how it tastes. Cheers. Oh, wow. Okay, so on the nose, I'm getting cream ale. You're definitely picking up the vanilla too. It's almost like a vanilla creamsicle. Now, when you get into the body itself, if I was really gonna say, is this an horchata? I would say it's not. I'm not getting enough cinnamon for it to, you know, come off as an horchata beer. However, the vanilla is fantastic. You're definitely getting the rice flavor out of there. It has got the creamiest mouthfeel from that lactose. This is friggin' delicious. Regardless of whether or not it fits the mold or not, it's still a damn good beer.
All right, guys, so I have here with John and Jacob, Plumber's Crack. This is 16% plum mead from Phantom Ales in Anaheim. They only gave us a half pour because this looks like some dangerous stuff, guys. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a lot.
What's your thoughts on this? Because I don't know about your guys' background, but I'm thinking plum Robitussin.
I'm not a mead fan, but I definitely get a lot of like honeysuckle with the mix of the plum in here. I mean, for a mead, mixing the plum in there actually does give it a sweeter taste than you expect from just using honey, but it's quite delicious in my opinion. I mean, for a mead, it's not a beer, it's a mead, so we can't range it on a beer. We gotta range it as a mead. So I enjoy the plum taste. I don't know. What do you think?
say for 16%, it doesn't seem as hot as I was thinking it was gonna come down.
Absolutely.
I do kind of get what Justin says, Robitussin. Unfortunately, there is kind of that kind of medicinal note, but it's still kind of impressive that at 16%, it's quite drinkable.
Yeah.
I mean, for, 16% drinkable.
That being said, the first impression I had was Robitussin, but you get that plum flavor at the very end.
Yeah.
It's not the worst drink I've had. It's not the best drink I've had. It's somewhere in the middle, but I'm not the biggest plum flavor guy, so maybe this just isn't for me. But obviously John likes it, Jacob likes it. How can you compare?
I will say Phantom is always doing different fruited meads, so this may only be on for a couple months or so, and next month or whatever they're going to come out with a different flavored mead, so it's always kind of fun to go swing by there and see what kind of mead they might have.
Yeah.
And they also have beer, they do a bunch of variety of different stuff, they also have wine, so take your pick.
So the next beer up is from Phantom Ales as well. It's called Brown Recluse. It's an imperial brown ale made with pecans. Now, the reason why I chose this one is because the Brown Recluse spider actually scares the living shit out of me. Saw one when I was a little kid, thought it bit me, and ever since then, I see a brown spider that resembles one, I run for the hills. But this one's a beer, so I'm not scared, I'm excited. Let's dig in, cheers. Oh man. Okay. This is like a brown ale and a stout put together, a coffee stout. So you're getting the roasty, toasty malts that you'd normally get from a brown ale, but then you get this nice sweet flavor from the pecans, and then you also get a coffee flavor. Reminds me more of like a coffee stout, but then again, I don't think I've had many coffee brown ales. This is like a pecan coffee beer, and it is fucking delicious. This is probably one of the best imperial brown ales I've ever had. Probably one of the best brown ales I've had. I'm probably gonna go back right now and get another one. Cheers.
All right, guys, so we have here from Gunwales Ales in Costa Mesa, California. What is it, Jeff?
It's called Rodeo Flip. It's a 5.3% farmhouse pale ale. Now, we see these guys at beer festivals everywhere. We haven't done an episode of their brewery. We're planning one real soon. But let me tell you, every beer that we have from them is just incredible. And you guys know me, I'm not like a sour farmhouse kind of person. But when you say farmhouse and you got pale ale in it with it, I'm pretty excited to try it. Yeah, I'm in. So
cheers, buddy.
Here's to the Rodeo Flip.
Wow.
They don't have VIPs. Yeah, they with you. They're with me. So right here,
Wow.
yeah, they're with me.
There's not a lot of funk to this. This is really, really refreshing.
It has just the right amount of funk, but the thing is you're also getting pineapple, you're getting pine, you're getting a lot of great flavors that you would expect almost like from a hazy, but it's not, but it is. But it's a farmhouse, but it's a pale ale.
To me, the most I'm getting out of this is the crispness.
Yes, it's not overly powerful, it's not overly fragrant, but it's just a great base. It's like the base of a chord. You can play off of it more, but you can also just have this and just enjoy.
Well, and to me, you know what it is there is that slight funkiness, but it pairs so beautifully with the hops.
Yeah.
They kind of neutralize each other. Well, the best way I would explain it is, I don't like funky farmhouse, but I love the hoppy pale, and these two just go together so beautifully. They're well balanced, and overall for me, this beer is crisp as hell. It's super refreshing.
Couldn't put it better myself.
The next beer we're reviewing is from a brand new brewery. It's called Laguna Beach Brewing Company. This beer is a hazy IPA. It's called Pound for Pound. It's 7.1%. This brewery actually replaced Cismontane in Rancho Santa Margarita. We have not been there yet to try their beers, so this is a good way to try it out. Let's go, guys.
Yep, cheers.
Cheers. First thing I'm getting is dank.
Yeah.
I get dank and a little bit of tropical off of it.
It's
But
definitely more on
definitely
like
dank.
that dank side, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
When you taste it though, you get definitely that bitter note from it. I mean, you get a little bit of fruit and a little bit of bitter. Those are the two big things I'm getting from the first sip.
This reminds me a lot of the Far Out IPA, but a little bit on the lighter, smoother side because it's a New England style. But definitely kind of like the same flavor profile.
Okay.
The mouth feels different, the malt build's different, but when it comes to that dank resinous and really fruity, this has definitely got that same kind of flavor.
And so Far Out is a lot more of a West Coast IPA. So this isn't quite that East Coast what you're looking for.
Yeah, it's kind of like they took the flavors and made an East Coast beer out of it.
And it's
I'm not opposed to. That could be done
No.
well. So I'm okay with that.
and it's 7.1%. It's not overly boozy, but it's also not a sneaker. It's just right on the mark as far as alcohol-wise. It is very, very unctuous, very fruity, but it's also just, I've had better beers,
Yeah,
Okay.
but what I will say is this is good enough to where, for me, I definitely want to go visit Laguna
Yes.
Beach's Brewing Company and see what else they have to offer.
And they are a very small brewery right now, so
Yeah.
for them to be putting out beer at this quality, that's okay. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
bad. Like, that's something that's gonna get you out to go visit them. And
Definitely.
that's really what they want.
All right, guys, so we're in line for some of the specialty beers for Battle Logic, but while we're waiting, we decided to try the Prequel Gamma. This is an 8% farmhouse saison. It's hazy with Amarillo hops. Some stuff Jeff might like, some stuff Jeff may not like. Let's see how much he likes it. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man.
What's up? You barely poured it.
Actually, I love the body on this.
Do you?
Yeah, the body is fantastic. It's got like the clovey spice of but like a Hoegaarden. If you've ever had a Hoegaarden, that's it. That's kind of what it reminds me of. The farmhouse flavors, it's not overly funky. You can definitely tell this is a farmhouse ale, but it's not that
Not puckering.
yeah, it's not overpowering. It's smooth, it's drinkable, it's light. It's how much? 8%? This is 8%. This does not taste like 8%.
This is a total sneaker, guys. This is something you can just gulp down and you'd be in trouble because it's 8%. That being said, it's yeasty. It's not overly funky. I don't get the sharp pains in my cheeks, but it is
so
delicious.
yeasty.
What can I say better than that? I'm done. Cut.
You are my friend. All right, guys, we got a a limited release from Bottlelogic Brewing. It's called the Spice Must Flow. This is 11.9%, right?
Yeah.
It's a pumpkin strong ale.
With spices. So all you pumpkin spice fans, this is what you want.
Let's not forget it's bourbon barrel aged.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's not your regular pumpkin spice beer. This is the bourbon barrel aged pumpkin spice beer.
And hence that 11%, right?
Oh
That
yeah.
being said,
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
cheers.
That is creamy.
Whoa.
That is so creamy.
Whoa.
Wow.
I don't know how else to put this, but if you had like a spiked pumpkin pie, that's exactly what this tastes like. You get the gourdy, you get the cinnamon, you get the sweet, and then you just get that, like that bourbon just punch.
Guys, if you love pumpkin spice, if you love boozy, barrel-aged, bourbon barrel-aged cocktails, this is definitely something you need to try.
Oh yeah.
Bottlelogic always puts out the most amazing barrel-aged beers, and this is no exception to it. The spice must flow. What can you say? The spice must flow. All right, guys, so we have here a treat from Iceland, the land of hot tubs and Bjork. This is their Arctic Berry Ale from Einstock Brewing.
Or Stock.
Einstock Brewing. It's 5%. It's made with bilberries from Iceland. So, you know, I've never tried a bilberry before. I don't think Jeff has either.
No, and they hand-pick these for the brewery. Like, this is not from Orange County. This is from fucking Iceland.
Cheers,
Just saying.
buddy.
Dude, cheers.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Dude, so schnozberry-esque, man. The way I would explain it is this is a lighter wit beer with a strong berry presence.
Absolutely.
But this is a berry presence that you've probably never tasted before. It's quite unique.
It's not strawberry, it's not raspberry. It's like a mix between like blueberries and like blackberries. It's really delicious. But you don't see that.
Boysenberries.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't see that at all on the color of the drink. It is crisp, it's refreshing. And at 5%, I can drink this all day long and not feel bad about it. Well done, Einstock.
On a warm summer day, this is definitely the beer to drink.
Coming from Iceland, it's icy cold and I love it. Well done, guys.
This next beer we are reviewing is from State Brewing Company. It's called Love and Maple Syrup. It's 9.1%, and it's actually brewed with maple syrup from where?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Go Wolverines. Or go Spartans. Depending on who you root for.
Yeah.
Cheers, let's dig in.
Wow.
All right, so you guys can't see my eyes right now, but they're like that. Like,
Oh my God.
hold on. Wait, who's behind Jacob right now? Oh my God, it's Jeremy! From ChapterShow.com! We've been looking for you all day, man.
Jeremy, man.
This is
John.
Jeremy
Nice
from
to meet you,
Tapping
Jeremy.
Out Show. You guys might have seen him in previous episodes. Yeah, this is called Love and Maple Syrup. It's from State Brewing.
It's so amazing. It's so amazing.
Oh my God.
I love it. It smells like maple syrup. It tastes like maple syrup.
It's got a beautiful...
Barrel aged, still taste to it.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
super good. I've had
Oh.
this. Thank you by the way.
Great coffee presence. I mean, this is friggin' delicious.
Guys, this is an amazing, just barrel-aged cocktail. One of the best that we've had here at Brew Haha. And at 9.1%, you don't taste it at all. This is a total sneaker. This is a dangerous beer. This is probably a clear and present danger to my liver because you could drink this all day long and be passed out later.
Hey, I love it. I've had it earlier. It's seriously, you can taste the maple, you can taste the barrel age. It's amazing.
So now I have next from McKellar from San Diego, California, by way of the Norwegian, Scandinavian, European base. This is their Waves IPA. It's 7.3%, it's an IPA, and McKellar made some amazing beers that we tried in our Beer Across the World episode, which you can find down below. Now this is their IPA, 7.3%. I can't wait to try it, guys. This is gonna be good. Cheers. Okay, it has this like graham cracker bready quality that's almost like a lager, but you get this like wave of hops right after it. It finishes with a little bit of bitterness. At 7.3%, it's a little bit of a sneaker, but this is just a delicious, drinkable IPA that you can have all day long before passing out face first on the concrete, because this thing will knock your ass out. So we have here a brand new brewery. It's called Town Park. They're based out of Anaheim, and this is their Sour Ghost. Now, I don't know the specifics on it, guys, but this looks like a delicious brew to me. Jacob, you ready, buddy?
All right, ready.
Cheers.
So Town Park is literally like a block or so from my house. They're really close to me. Last night was their first official public opening, and today is, you know, they're not only second day opening, but they're also at this OSheas Brewing. And this Ghost is tasting on point. It got that nice tart, kind of salty sourness going on. This is pretty much what you expect from just a plain Ghost. What do you get?
Yeah, I'm getting just a great overall Ghost. So you get that salty, like sour flavor.
Yeah.
It's not overly done where you're getting that like the pain in the edge of your cheeks.
For sure.
But it's very good. It's very crisp. It's very clean, and you get that little sour note just right on the end. It's not overly done. It's not like I need to suck a whole bunch of water down after this. But it's delicious. It's crisp. It's clean. Town Park, well done, guys.
Another beer from Town Park Brewing. We've heard a lot about this place. They just opened. This is a white ale. I'm super stoked. I don't want to talk about it too long. I just want to drink it. So cheers, guys.
Cheers. Oh. So this is a 4.5%er. It's quite delicious, actually, right? So it's got a slight piney taste. I don't know if you taste that, but
I'm not getting the pine. I'm getting the clove spices out of
yes,
this.
clove.
And you know what this really reminds me of? If you guys have seen the previous episode of our Hitachino review, that's what this reminds me of. It's a little bit less of the orange juice flavor in there, but it's definitely that nice citrus flavor, and then it's got the nice pungent, you know, clove spice in there. This is smooth drinking, man. This is fucking awesome.
Very smooth, goes down well. Has that sweet sort of clovish flavor like you're talking about. I dig it. Very good. Me
Yeah,
too.
it's super
Way to go,
drinkable,
guys.
especially on a hot
Way to go.
day. We're going to Town Park, and it's happening soon.
Got that right. So we're doing the 7th anniversary for my friends at Black Market Brewery out of Temecula, California. It's a blend between the Ashcroft and the Dimitri Black Hole Sun, whatever you want to call it. It's basically their Imperial Stout and the Brown Imperial, I guess? I don't know how else
It's
to explain
bourbon
it.
barrel aged.
It's a big blend of a bunch of different styles, all in barrels. I can't wait to try this.
So, cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let's dig in.
So, I want to talk to you first, because you got Dimitri, right?
Yep.
So, for the booziness of this versus Dimitri, is it anywhere close?
To me, actually, well, mind you, I've now had probably 30 beers since I've been here.
Same here.
But on the level of booziness, I would say it's actually quite smooth.
Yes.
Especially for a bourbon barrel aged beer.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty mellow now.
So, a little history, Ashcroft and Dimitri are both barrel-aged stouts and brown ales. They're very high alcohol content, but when they blend it, they kind of brought it down a little bit. You don't really taste the barrel age that much. And you know what? It adds a lot to the flavor, but not a lot to the after.
Yeah.
So this is actually 18, 24, 36, and 48 month barrel aged, all mixed into one. So we're talking about 4 years of barrel aged beer, all mixed into this one beer.
This yumminess right here.
Wow.
Yeah, this was actually brewed 6 years ago, and it's been chilling since then, basically.
Well, I can tell you one thing. It makes for a very robust, very complex, but still very well-balanced bourbon barrel aged beer. I'm enjoying this a lot.
They did a great job on this. So I was talking to the brewer. He said he bottled it a year ago. It's been sitting in the bottle for a year, and it's phenomenal. It is. You got the bourbon, you got a little coffee notes, maybe even some chocolate nibs going on with it. It's amazing. I love it. He wouldn't really tell me too much of what's going on with it because he wanted to keep it kind of on the down low. But it is superb. It is superb.
We are here with the owner of Black Market Brewing and Lucas from OSheas Brewing, my homebrew helper. And
My homebrew helper.
I don't know how else to say it. If you want homebrew supplies and you live in Orange County, you fucking go to OSheas. That's the only place.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. We're here with Jacob from Craft Cascade. We're here with Jeremy from Tapping Out Show. And we're just celebrating 7th anniversary for Black Market. And let's talk a little bit about it.
Good. Yeah, so this amazing beer. 7th anniversary is a blend between 18, 24, 36, and 48-month-old bourbon barrels. Get some, son. It's good. And then we ended up blending our Russian Imperial Stout, our brown ale, smoked Scotch wee heavy. In the bright tank, we threw a whole bunch of Mexican cacao. We threw a whole bunch of Madagascar vanilla beans in there. Let it sit, let it marinate for about a month. Ended up packaging it, distroed it a month later after that. People have been digging it. People have been loving it, man. It's drinking awesome right now.
Oh, man,
this is a year-old bottle at this point.
A year-old bottle, really?
This is a year-old bottle at this point, yeah.
Alright guys, that's gonna do it here from Orange County Brouhaha. This is our 8th anniversary. We had a great time.
Yes, we did.
Alright guys, if you liked what we showed you today, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let us know down in the comments where you want us to hit next. Until next time, I'm Justin.
I'm John.
And I'm Jeff.
And we will see you guys next time on
Let's have some beer! Cheers!